Hello, my name's Louise Riley and I'm an advisory board member for the UK, Ireland and Iceland. The training that we're covering is aloe and seasonal supplements for the spring and summer. In module 1, let's see what we're covering. The market trends. Do we need supplements? A balanced seasonal diet. Forever's commitment to the environment. Aloe vera the drinks. And finally, understanding digestion. The UK supplements market in 2018, so the UK consumer usage of vitamins, minerals and supplements. We like to refer to this as the VMS market. So 6 in 10 was the proportion of UK consumers who took a VMS product. 26% was the percentage of UK consumers who have never used one. 38% of female VMS users took a supplement daily in 2018, and less than 1 in 3 is the proportion of male users that took one every day. 56% is the percentage of the VMS users that took a multivit, and more than 3 in 10 is the proportion of VMS users that took vitamin D. This is making it the UK's #1 single vitamin supplement. And finally, 37% of VMS users took cod liver oil in 2018, making it the UK's #1 individual supplement. A question that I'm often asked is, do we actually need to supplement our diet? Well, the most important thing to remember that supplements are exactly that. They're there to supplement a healthy, well-balanced diet. And we're going to be looking at that in a little while. However, there is a group of people who probably need to supplement their diet due to their circumstances. So now let's have a look at that. First of all, in pregnancy. All women who are planning to have a baby should have folic acid. Now this is a B vitamin, and this should be taken once pregnant for the first 12 weeks, and then also vitamin D, calcium and iron are sometimes recommended to be taken. Although the elderly should consult their GP, vitamin D, B6, B12 and folic acid plus calcium and iron are essential for the elderly. If you are vegetarian and vegan, it's possible they may be lacking in B12. And for athletes, those on a restricted calorie intake, such as jockeys and ballet dancers, may also need supplementation. All children aged 6 months to 5 years should take a supplement, especially vitamins A, C and D. And then finally, those that struggle to have contact with sunlight may need to take some additional supplements, especially vitamin D. And remember, I said these are all here to support a healthy, well-balanced diet. Let's now look at a balanced diet. And the first thing we're going to have a look at are what we call macronutrients. And macronutrients we commonly know as carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Now these are broken down into smaller components that are micronutrients, but we know them more commonly as vitamins, minerals, water, as well as fibre. And a balanced diet is defined as having well-proportioned amounts from all of these food groups. When we talk about eating local, what we mean is making sure that we're getting the right goodness into our body, because that is the key thing for our body every single day. We are what we eat. The raw materials from which our bodies are constructed are provided by the food we eat. Normal daily living dictates that even when fully grown, our bodies require constant repair and maintenance. The many processes of living, moving, exercising and keeping warm also require fuel or energy, all of which must come from the food, or more precisely, the nutrients in the food. So the dictionary definition of a diet is the kinds of food and drink that a person, animal or community habitually eats. Now there is no mention of special foods or restrictions. Food should not be a misery, but a source of enjoyment. On the slide you can see a whole array of different fruits and vegetables that are in season. So I'm just going to pick out a few from each section. Meat, we have chicken, vegetables, asparagus, fruits, gooseberries, and fish, we have trout. Now these are eating local seasonal foods for spring, and then moving to the summer you could choose lamb, vegetables such as beetroot, Fruit, blueberries and currants, and fish can be pilchards.
Since 1978, Forever Living Products has been dedicated to seeking out nature's best sources for health and beauty and sharing them with the world. But it's not just 4 decades of experience that drive our business. It's a passion for helping others look better and feel better, combined with the pride that comes from doing things a little differently. We own our own plantations, manufacturing facilities, research and development, quality control laboratories, and even our own distribution channels. Owning this process every step of the way allows us to control costs, ensure our high-quality standards are upheld, and deliver the products our customers love even faster. It all starts at our aloe plantations in Texas and the Dominican Republic. This is where we grow and cultivate over 50 million aloe plants. Each plant is nurtured until the aloe is at the peak of leaf thickness and nutrient content. We carefully harvest the lower leaves by hand, letting the inner leaves grow. This hands-on process ensures that no part of the aloe is damaged and allows each plant to continue to produce nutrient-rich leaves for up to 5 years. After harvest, each aloe leaf is thoroughly cleaned and inspected before it is hand-filleted to completely remove the rind while keeping the inner leaf aloe vera gel intact. A multi-step quality check assures that only the purest aloe is used in our products. Next, the bulk aloe vera gel goes through a proprietary process to seal in freshness and prepare it for transportation to our manufacturing facilities. That's where it will be combined with other natural and scientifically advanced ingredients to make the products our customers love. Aloe Vera of America in Dallas, Texas is a key step in Forever's manufacturing process. This state-of-the-art facility boasts several ISO certifications and is constantly evaluated and upgraded to stay in the forefront of technology. Quality is a key part of our entire plant-to-product process. Over 1.4 million quality tests are performed at Aloe Vera of America alone. In addition, every product is hand-inspected at multiple points in the packaging process to ensure each one meets our high standards and exceeds expectations. Forever Nutraceutical in Phoenix, Arizona uses pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing equipment and technology. With millions continually invested in new equipment and an ISO certification typically reserved for third-party labs, Forever Nutraceutical stays on the cutting edge of the supplement industry. Every day, up to 333 different types of quality tests are performed at Forever Nutraceutical. We analyze all raw ingredients before production and test every product before and after manufacturing for vitamin content and purity. In total, 1.5 million quality inspections are performed each year. Once Forever's products are manufactured, they are ready to be distributed all over the world. Forever Direct, located in the Netherlands, is the distribution hub for many of the 160 countries where Forever does business. Quality is a central focus of everything we do at Forever Direct and is accomplished using the latest technology and careful inspections by our passionate team. Several quality checks are completed through the packing process and before each order is shipped. This ensures that our customers receive the right products, packaged the right way to reach your address in perfect condition. Every step we take is driven by our commitment to make sure you and your family have everything you need to look and feel your very best. Just like the best of science and nature in our products, we combine technology with a quality you can only get from personal touch, all the way through our product development and manufacturing process. You get the best out of our products because we put the very best in every step of the way. From plant to product to you.
The lifeblood of Forever is definitely aloe vera, and from the video you saw lots of information, so let's just have a little recap on what the video shared with us. The lifeblood of Forever is definitely aloe vera, and from the video you saw lots of information. Let's recap on what we've actually learned from the video. Forever's aloe vera is grown in fields in the Dominican Republic as well as Texas. A 6,500 acre aloe field can be found in the Dominican, and it's the largest in the world. Forever has over 30 million plants in the Dominican and harvests over 1 million pounds in weight of aloe per week. Forever employs local farmers and provides excellent working conditions, and then by controlling 100% of its fields, Forever also controls the planting season, selection, methods of fertilisation as well as weed control, the seasons of harvest, processing, storage and delivery. Aloe is harvested by hand and the leaves are processed within hours. 20 aloe plants are equal to one tree. Forever has over 50 million aloe vera plants in the fields, and therefore our aloe vera cleanses the earth of hundreds of millions of tonnes of CO2 every single year. Now, our painted stabilisation process is constantly evolving in order to ensure that the aloe preserved in its finest form and maintains the maximum benefits as possible. We've heard about the aloe in the fields in the Dominican, but I've got a baby aloe plant just over here, and we can see what aloe actually looks like. Now, you can see from the plant that it has a very hard rind on the outside, and what we actually use is the gel fillet that you get inside. In fact, if you were to squeeze an aloe plant, you can feel that gel fillet. So that is where we get all of the nutritional benefits, and that's what we take and put into our drinks. I want to go into our drinks in a little bit more detail now. The way that Forever has enabled us to deliver to our end consumer aloe as nature intended is down to a process which we call the aseptic process. So firstly, the aseptic process will start in the Dominican. This will reduce down bad bacteria and locks in freshness. The totes are filled and transported to packaging lines. 20,000 gallon tanks are used. They're mixed with other ingredients for gel formulas, and testing is done throughout the whole process. Flash heated for a second time, and then 5,200 flat cartons on each reel are used at the filling machine. Sanitised vacuum filling takes place, then the caps are placed over foil openings in sterile chambers. This will deliver the consumer aloe as nature intended. So let's have a look at what they actually look like when we pour them out. This is our plain gel, and as you can see, this actually has a look of aloe about it, absolutely plain, and I would say this one would taste a little bit like grapefruit juice, quite sharp. So as far as your palate goes, if you like something a little bit sharp, then this may be the one for you. In fact, this is my favourite. This is the one that I drink every single day. The next one I would say is probably more fruity. This has the addition of cranberries and apples, and you can see that it's a nice soft pinky colour, and you can actually smell the cranberries in there. And then finally, if you have a sweet tooth, then maybe the peach is the one for you. And this is the one I actually find children prefer to have. This actually has the combination of the aloe, it has peach juice as well as grape juice in it. Now, the difference in the amount of aloe in all of these is down to the fact that obviously this one just has the aloe in it, this has the cranberries and apples, and this has the peach and the grape in there. And the percentage of aloe that we have, first of all in the plain gel, and you will see it on the front, it has 99.7% aloe vera. The other 0.3% comes from the addition of things like citric acid and a little bit of vitamin C. The easiest way to understand how that works, imagine getting an apple and cutting that apple open and then squeezing some lemon juice on the apple, and that is to stop the apple going brown. So it's the citric acid that's in the lemon juice that has that effect, and that's literally as simply as how we keep this aloe preservative free. Then the one that has the cranberries and apples in, you will see it on the front here is 90.7%. As I said, the difference is down to the addition of the cranberries and apples. And then finally, the nice sweet one, which has the peach, it has 84.3% aloe with the addition of the peach and the grape juice. We also have our Forever Painted Stabilisation process, which is sometimes referred to as our cosmetic aloe process. And it is also part of the stabilisation process for our Forever Freedom drink. This contains sorbitol, which is a conditioning agent and a natural sweetener that we get from fruits. This only has 0.1%. Ascorbic acid is another name for the antioxidant vitamin C from citrus fruit. Citric acid from a sugar solution of citrus fruit. Potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate are derived from berries. And finally, xanthan gum is from sea kelp. So this is our Forever Freedom. It has all the same nutritional benefits as the plain gel, but it has the addition of glucosamine and chondroitin as well as MSM. Now, glucosamine and chondroitin are sulfurs that are found in normal healthy joints. I'm going to pour this one out for you. And as I said, this will contain those stabilisation ingredients that I've mentioned from our cosmetic aloe. We also find this in our topicals. Now, as you can see, this has a kind of a dark orange colour, and it does have the addition of orange. But for me, I would say that smells a little bit like marzipan, and I would imagine that's coming from the sulfurs. And alongside those ingredients, you also get 90% of aloe vera. People will often ask me, do you actually have to have maybe a health challenge to have the benefits of aloe? Not at all. And also, how much would you be drinking? So, why would you want to have your shot of aloe every day? Well, most people I know, they want to have great skin, hair and nails, a good strong immune system, digestive system. You don't want to be tired. In fact, most people, they want to be the best that they can be. And by having a shot of aloe every day, aloe vera contains a whole cocktail of nutrients. And it's the nutrients in aloe vera that are going to support your body in the areas I've mentioned to be in balance. So you can mix and match these drinks as much as you want. You can just have the plain gel, or you can have the peaches. You can, in fact, what I do, I have the Freedom and I also have the plain gel every day. What it says on the side of the container, so just pick this up, all the information that you need is actually written here, and it will say that the average amount that people will drink is 120 mils a day. But if you want to drink more, because all you're doing is putting more nutritional goodness into your body. A couple of other things about our aloe. It's best to serve shaken and chilled, and to keep the aloe bottles in the fridge once they're opened, and to stand them upright. And please remember, because they're preservative free, don't drink straight from the carton. One of the main reasons people will have their shot of aloe every day is to support their digestive health to be in balance. So let's have a little bit more of an understanding about your digestive system. The main aim of digestion is to break down the large molecules of a nutrient into smaller molecules so that your body can use them more effectively. Did you know that the small intestine is about 7 meters long and about 2.5 centimeters in diameter? The surface area is around 250 square meters, which is about the size of a tennis court. We make 1 to 3 pints of saliva a day. Digesting just 1 glass of milk will require your mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, gallbladder, pancreas, and also your liver. And an adult stomach can hold approximately 1.5 litres of material. Food will also stay in your stomach, depending on the kind of food you've eaten, for approximately 3 to 4 hours. Cells along the inner wall of the stomach secrete roughly 2 litres of hydrochloric acid each day, and this will help to kill bacteria and aid in your digestion. To protect itself from the corrosive acid, the stomach lining has a thick coating of mucus, which is replaced every 2 weeks. Your tummy rumbling is the normal movements in the digestive system, and so when the tract is empty, the noises are just louder. And within the colon, a typical person has more than 400 distinct species of different kinds of bacteria. Who loves a cheeseburger? Well, the great thing about a cheeseburger is whether you are having a meat-based one or a plant-based one, it is actually a nutritionally rounded meal. And that is because it has a whole variety of your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats. Now, when we eat a cheeseburger, your body's job is to break it down so all of those tiny micronutrients can be released from the macronutrients. So the journey of a cheeseburger, digestion will actually start when enzymes are released in the mouth. Will continue into the stomach, and then your nutrients are absorbed from the small intestine into your bloodstream or also your lymph system. These are then processed by the appropriate organs and readied for use by your cells. The energy is generated through the metabolism of these nutrients, and then finally unwanted toxins and waste are eliminated from your body. When we talk about digestion, that it's important to understand that there's lots and lots of roles within the whole process of digestion. And let's break that down into understanding step 1 to step 4. Motility, this is the movement from one end of the tract to the other by the contraction of your smooth muscles. Secretion, the process of the various glands are going to release the following digestive enzymes into your system. First of all, amylase. This is a digestive enzyme that will work on your sugars and your starch and is found in your saliva, your pancreas, as well as your small intestine. Protease is a digestive enzyme that works on proteins as well as your amino acids, and this is found in your stomach, your pancreas, your small intestine, and then finally lipase is a digestive enzyme that works on your lipids, also known as your fats and your fatty acids, and this is found in your pancreas as well as your small intestine. After motility and secretion, we actually go to a process called digestion, which is a third part of digestion. And this will break down foods into tiny pieces, and this is done by your chewing and chemicals that are released from your digestive secretions. And then finally, a really important part of digestion is to reach absorption. Now, this will mainly take place in your small intestine before passing into the transport systems of the bloodstream or the lymph system. And this is what will use the energy or can be stored in your cells. We said at the beginning of the training, you are what you eat. But what we want to do is understand a little bit further. It's not just about what you eat, but it's what your body can absorb. And this is one of the key parts of our digestive system. We're going to cover absorption in more detail in Module 2. Welcome to Module 2. So let's see what we're going to be covering in this module. Botanicals and aloe, what are vitamins and minerals? Spring, a season of renewal. The liver, kidneys and lungs, skin, hair and nails, hormones and the season of pollen. In the previous module, we actually said you are what you eat, or is that true? If we move to the next part, is it about what you absorb, which is more important, or is it part of the process? Of course, it's important what we eat, because that will give our body the ability to take those macronutrients and to break them down into smaller micronutrients. Our digestive system will do that, and then we get to the part of absorption where all of those tiny micronutrients are now going to get into our bloodstream or into our lymph system, and all of those wonderful nutrients are going to travel around our body to get to the 46 trillion cells, and every single cell needs its own collection of nutrients. Bioavailability is a word that is associated with digestion and also absorption of the nutrients from our foods as well as our supplements. Bioavailability is the degree to which a nutrient is available to the body for use and the rate that a supplement is absorbed within the body after it has been administered. Therefore, taking a certain amount of product doesn't always correlate with the amount received by your body. It's a complex process involving several different stages, from liberation, absorption, distribution, metabolism, and finally the elimination phase. And for short, we call it the LADME. There are various botanicals that have very low bioavailability. So what we've learned from that, it's not just about what you eat, not just about what you absorb, but the third thing is how bioavailable, how easy is that nutrient for your body to use to give your body energy. At Forever, did you know our scientists continue to look at natural botanicals that can support and enhance the performance of our aloe? And when these naturally derived botanicals are combined with our aloe, the results are even stronger. So naturally supported formulas help you look and feel the best that you can be. Here's a list of some of the botanicals that are found in Forever's products, and especially the supplements that we're talking about in this particular training. Bilberry, cranberry, garlic, ginger, green tea, green coffee bean, grapeseed, honey, licorice, marigold, maca, passion flower, pollen, pumpkin seed, pomegranate, shishanda berries, spirulina, tamarind, turmeric, and finally thyme. Often people will say to me, what do you take alongside your aloe as a base? Well, gosh, we have so many different products. However, I think to have something totally nutritionally rounded to make sure you're getting your recommended intake, it's first of all to take your favourite aloe, whichever one you want. I've just picked up this one because this is the one that I drink all the time. And then to add into it a super greens, and then to have your Forever Daily. And the great thing about the Forever Daily, it's a supplement that's going to give you your recommended intake of your basic essential vitamins and minerals. Aloe vera has a whole cocktail of nutrients, but it's not up to the recommended intake. So that is absolutely perfect. And then your body loves to be in balance. And one of the things it loves to be is what we call in an alkaline state. And pH balance actually is something that you can get from magnesium, and it's great to know, as magnesium contributes to the maintenance of normal pH balance in the body, that magnesium is found in your super greens. So what you simply do is you take your super greens. Now you can do this any way you want. You can put some aloe into a glass, you can add your super greens, but just for the demonstration, I'm going to put the super greens into the water. You can actually see what the product is like. You can add in any of the other products that we have. If you have the Forever Light Ultra Shake or the RG, anything at all. So I'm just going to mix this up. Now one little tip is to make sure that you're not putting your super greens into really cold iced water, because it would take a little bit of time to mix. So what you can do is have water that is maybe being boiled and gone cool, and so that's literally what I've got here, some water that is a little bit tepid, and you can see it's starting to mix down, and you can drink it just as it is, or you can mix it with your favourite aloe, but I'm going to take it straight down. Characteristics of vitamins. Sustain body functions. In developed countries, nutrients shortage is due to poor food choices. Reduced quality. Unlike minerals, vitamins can be destroyed through heat, light, alkali and air. They can work together, and also there is a unit of measurement, either milligrams as mg or micrograms mcg. It was not until the early 20th century that chemical isolation was achieved, and new research will continue to reveal more about the body's need for vitamins. But this is what we know so far. Vitamins are naturally occurring chemicals, essential for everybody's good health. They help to sustain normal growth and development. They occur naturally in most foods and are available in these foods in the quantities we need. Many chemical reactions that take place in the body require vitamins. Now, vitamins do not provide energy, which we know as a calorie, but they are essential links and regulators in the systems that do release energy. Vitamins are involved in building, repairing and maintaining healthy cells and tissue. An antioxidant vitamin will help to protect the body's cells and systems from damage and disease. Minerals are needed for normal enzyme and cellular activity, function and composition of body tissues, fluids, bone, blood and skin. More than 100 milligrams of macro minerals are required per day and less than 100 milligrams of micro minerals, known as trace minerals, are required per day. Do you know what the biggest nutrient in our body is? It's actually water, and a lot of people don't realise that water is a nutrient. When we're born, as a baby, we are approximately 90% water. But as we get older and the way that we change to live our lives, our water tends to go down to probably 50 to 70%. So we're going to take that average and have a look at some information about this key nutrient water. So our body's on average 60% water, and maintaining a water balance is absolutely vital for our health and survival. First of all, for metabolic reactions. Water participates in the biochemical breakdown of what we eat, the absorption of nutrients, as well as digestion. It also helps with swallowing, as it is a major constituent of saliva. Also important for body temperature, bowel movement, blood pressure, and transportation of nutrients and oxygen to the cells. Lubricates joints and protects body organs, excretion, and finally keeps the tissues in your body moist. Are you struggling to take your supplements, wondering how to fit it into your already busy and hectic schedule? Don't worry, a lot of people will ask me, when do I drink my aloe, when do I take my supplements? One of the best things to do is always think, as long as you're taking your aloe and as long as you're taking your supplements, you're doing your body some good. So please try not to get too hung up about that. But here's just a few guidelines that you could actually take into your account when you are deciding to take your supplements and your aloe. So first of all, vitamins are best absorbed in your body when they are taken with food, and naturally occurring vitamins, which are obviously coming from your food. Taking them in the morning will give the best chance and absorption into your system with the food that you're eating throughout the rest of the day. Fat-soluble vitamins are best taken with some sort of dietary fat, such as milk or yogurt, in order to be absorbed into your system. B vitamins are best not to be taken at night. That's because they are actually helping with your energy. And avoid eating high-fibre foods with omega oils. Finally, avoid drinking coffee or tea when you take an iron supplement. This is because the tannins in tea and coffee actually have an effect on the absorption level of your iron. When you're reading a label, it can get really confusing to know exactly what you're getting in your product. So what I want to do is just help you to understand in a little bit more detail what happens with this nutritional values box. So I'm using a product which is the Forever Light Ultra, only because it's easy to read because the label is quite big. So if we look on this side, it has our nutritional values. And everything that is listed on this particular side on this box, you have to make sure that there is over 15, that's 15% of the recommended intake to be able to put it in here. So for example, if we look on the slide, you can see at the top on this particular label, vitamin A, as it says there, as beta carotene. It's 100% of the RI, and that is the recommended intake. So it's showing you how much you're getting of the recommended intake. Getting back to my label, that it has to be over 15% to be listed here. Now, if you get, for example, we've mentioned vitamin A, and there's vitamin A in the product, but there's less than 15% of the recommended intake, it would be in the general area down here with all the ingredients. Now, as far as making some of the compliance claims that we make about our ingredients, we can say that it is a rich source of that ingredient if there is 30% or more of that ingredient present in the product. So 15% to be on the label and 30% to be a rich source of. Now, the other interesting thing that you see in the products, looking at the slide again, you can see at the bottom where it says Forever Immu Blend, it actually says it contains a proprietary blend of fructooligosaccharides, lactoferrin, maitake and shiitake mushrooms, as well as the other ingredients. Now, this is where Forever have that word proprietary, which you could say it's Forever's own special recipe. So that's what that word is all about. Now we've reached the section where we're going to look at our supplements and their specific areas. Spring. Spring is known as the season of renewal. The areas we're going to look at, first of all, are our liver, kidneys and lungs. The next section will be our skin, hair and nails, then hormones, and then finally the seasons of pollen. A big question often people ask is, what can I take to help my body in a cleansing process? Guess what? Your body is really clever. It can do everything itself. So the organs that we're going to look at that actually have that function are our liver, our kidneys and our lungs. In fact, there is another organ that we have which is also there to help to remove toxins, and it's one of our biggest organs. In fact, it is the biggest organ, and that's our skin. Let's have a look at the role of, first of all, our kidneys. They help to maintain the delicate pH balance in your body and are responsible for filtering out toxins from the blood and eliminating them in the form of urine. The lungs are ridding the body of all the pollutants that we inhale every time we breathe. And then the liver works like a factory, and it receives, filters and then repackages substances for use in the body or to remove them safely as any toxic waste. Almost 4 litres of blood passes through the liver for detoxification every single minute. When we think about our respiratory system, we often think just of our lungs, but do you know where your respiratory system actually starts? Well, it also includes our sinuses, and our sinuses are, as we know, around our nose and also into our ears, all the way down to our lungs. And we can often tell when we feel that our respiratory system is not very happy. With that in mind, there are 2 supplements that I would suggest, and that would be, first of all, our garlic and thyme. This contains odorless garlic concentrate that is equivalent to 1,000 milligrams of fresh garlic plus powdered thyme leaves. And then also we have our Forever Lyceum Plus. Now, what I love about this particular product is that it not just utilises the extract of lyceum fruit, but it also has the addition of licorice root. We have approximately 46 trillion cells in our body, and every single cell in our body has a membrane, and that membrane is made up of healthy fats. So let's have a look at one of our supplements that contains fatty acids, and this is the Arctic Sea. It contains omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, with the addition of olive oil. Also on the slide you can see NutriQ10. Now this contains a coenzyme Q10, which is a vitamin-like substance, and this is found also throughout the body, but especially found within the liver and the kidneys. These organs of the body, as we've learned, are there to help to get rid or eliminate toxins from our body. So you can imagine the stress that these organs can be under every single day. So it's really important that we can support them to be healthy. And that's why it's great to be able to drink plenty of water, plenty of fluids, and also what we have within our fluids are what we call our electrolytes. Electrolytes are mineral salts. And one of the electrolytes we've already mentioned is magnesium, and magnesium is found within the Forever Super Greens. Forever Super Greens also contains vitamin E, which contributes to protection of cells from oxidative stress, alongside vitamin C and magnesium, and 20 fruits and vegetables, including aloe vera. Why not enjoy our Aloe Blossom Herbal Tea, which is caffeine-free, and it also contains a combination of cinnamon cloves, ginger, cardamom and allspice. A great refreshing drink rather than just drinking plain water. And then finally we have Forever Move, and this particular product contains turmeric. Curcumin is a bright yellow chemical produced from the Cucumber longa plant and is the principal ingredient of turmeric and is also a member of the ginger family. The next area are nutrients for our skin, hair and nails. A mucous membrane is actually a membrane lining body cavities and canals that lead to the outside. And a mucous membrane is actually a form of skin. Now, these can be found predominantly in the respiratory digestive tract. Mucous membranes line many tracts and structures throughout the body, including the mouth, the nose, the eyelids, the trachea, the lungs, the stomach, intestines, and the bladder. And as I said, these are all forms of skin. So when we're thinking about skin, we have to think of the inside as well as the outside. Vitamin A, B2, B3 contribute to normal skin and mucous membranes. Vitamin B7, also known as biotin, contributes to normal skin and hair. Vitamin C, to normal collagen formation and for the normal function of the skin. Zinc contributes to the maintenance of normal skin, hair and nails. Copper contributes to normal hair and skin pigmentation, and iodine contributes to the maintenance of normal skin. And then finally, selenium also contributes to normal hair and nails. Forever supplements that are containing the ingredients that I've mentioned, first of all, we have our mineral supplement called Naturemin. Now, this contains seabed minerals, including calcium, phosphorus, manganese, magnesium, iron, as well as zinc. This is pomestine and it is high in vitamin C, which means it has over 30% vitamin C of the recommended intake, and it contains blended fruits including the lovely pomegranate and mangosteen. And then we have hyaluronic acid, Forever Active HA, and this is a natural element of the skin and is present throughout the body. And then the Infinite Complex is a supplement that comes with our Infinite Skincare Anti-Aging range. This contains biotin, which is B7, vitamin C, marine collagen, and melon fruit juice. Please note that if you're taking your Forever Daily, this is going to give you 50% of your recommended intake of iodine, plus 90% of copper and 55% of selenium. The subject of men and women, we're going to focus on hormones, and actually there are many hormones in our body. In fact, we have over 50 hormones in total. These are actually known as body's chemical messengers, and the body will secrete and circulate them. A wide variety of these chemical substances are produced by the endocrine cells, most of which are in the glands. The hormones will then enter the blood system to circulate throughout the body and activate their target cells. The following vitamins and minerals are important for men and women. Iodine contributes to the normal production of thyroid hormones and normal thyroid function. Pantothenic acid, known as B5, contributes to the normal synthesis and metabolism of steroid hormones that we know commonly as progesterone, estrogen and testosterone. Zinc contributes to normal fertility and reproduction and testosterone levels in the blood. And finally, selenium contributes to normal spermatogenesis. We have 3 recommended supplements in this category. The first one is the Vitalize for Women. So that's the one that has the red label. And this has been specifically designed for women's needs, containing botanicals and nutrients, B6, calcium and iron, including cranberry and passion flower powder. You will be taking 4 of these a day. And then we also have one that's designed specifically for the men, and that is the Vitalize that's in the black container. You will get capsules in here, just a couple a day, and this has a blend of herbs, zinc and selenium. And then finally the Forever Multi-Maca. This contains the legendary Peruvian maca plus coenzyme Q10 and the amino acid arginine. Also note, taking your Forever Daily, as stated, will provide 50% of your recommended amount of iodine and 100% of your vitamin B5. Many people know when the pollen season has arrived and can run all the way through the year. However, most people will find that they start to notice the pollen in the atmosphere from the spring. So late March to mid-May, we have the tree pollen season. Then later on, from mid-May to July, it starts with the grass pollen season. Weed and pollen seasons run later, the end of June until September. As I said, some people notice the pollen just at certain times of the year, and for some unfortunate people, they know about the pollen all year round. What's interesting to know that histamine is a biochemical produced and stored within the body, and this is part of our immune response. And we know that with maybe our eyes and our nose, and also feeling tired. Vitamin C will contribute to the normal function of the immune system. And then also eating certain foods are known to contain high levels of histamine. So one of the things that you can do is go and do a bit of research with foods that contain histamine and make a decision maybe to reduce those down or cut them out at certain times in the year when you feel that you're struggling slightly. My 3 favourite products for this section is first of all actually taking some pollen. And we have our Forever Bee Pollen, and this captures nutrition direct from the hive. And bee pollen has actually been dubbed the miracle food, is a nutritionally rich substance which comes from your bees. We have the pomestine, which is high in vitamin C, and then we have our Forever Active Pro Bee that provides over 8 billion lactic acid bacteria from 6 carefully selected strains. Just take one of those a day alongside your favourite aloe vera drink. Welcome to Module 3, and we are going to cover summer, seasons of vitality, on the go, muscles, joints and the blood, oxidative stress, and then finally holiday time. In the summer, the season of vitality, what we all love to do is now get out and about and enjoy the fresh air and the sunshine and outdoor activities, exercise, and lots of special memories created with our family and friends. So the first area we're going to look at is being on the go. When we talk about being on the go, we're talking about our skeleton and our muscles and working together. So our skeleton, our joints, muscles, tendons, ligaments, cartilage, all of those aspects, and they like to work in synergy. So muscles are actually types of elastic bands, and muscles actually can be tens or tens of thousands of fibres. Did you know that our body, excluding water and fat, is mainly made up of protein? 80% of our body is protein. And of course, protein is a component of muscles. So let's have a look at muscles and their function. These are some of the key nutrients that we need for our muscles: calcium, magnesium, potassium, vitamin D. They all contribute to normal muscle function. And protein contributes to the maintenance and growth of muscle mass. Alongside that, B1, EPA and DHA contribute to the normal function of the heart. The 650 muscles in the body not only support movement, they control walking, talking, sitting, standing, eating, and other daily functions that people will perform. But among other functions, they also help to maintain posture and circulate blood and other substances through the body. Did you know that your heart is a major muscle in your body? And B1, EPA, and DHA contribute to the normal function of the heart. Forever supplements containing these ingredients, first of all, we have our RG+. This contains the amino acid L-arginine alongside vitamin D. Then our Naturemin, which is our mineral supplement, which has a selection of seabed minerals, including calcium, magnesium, phosphorus and manganese. And Arctic Sea contains the DHA and the EPA with olive oil and vitamin E. To get protein, we have our Forever Light Ultra, which contains soy protein. And within this supplement, you will get 14 grams of protein per scoop of powder. When you mix it with soy milk or cow's milk, it will give you 24 grams of protein. This also contains vitamin D and all the suggested minerals. You may consider Forever Move. Now, Forever Move is an amazing product because it contains some patented ingredients. These two ingredients are, first of all, NEM, which is a natural eggshell membrane, and also high quality turmeric, which is a prized Asian root, which has become very popular with people who lead active lives. And I'm sure you agree with me that sometimes when we're active, we can push our bodies a little bit too much. And we certainly know if we have been working in the garden or doing manual work or even exercising and pushing our body a little bit more than normal. And so this is a great supplement that you can take, especially because of the turmeric. Bones and teeth. Teeth are actually made of phosphorus, calcium and other minerals. While bones contain calcium, sodium and phosphorus and other minerals, their primary constituent is actually collagen, and collagen is a protein. Bones produce red and white blood cells through marrow, and teeth do not. Teeth contain dental pulp, which resembles marrow in appearance, but it actually contains nerves, arteries and veins. The following vitamins and minerals contribute to the maintenance of normal bones and teeth. First of all, vitamin C, D and K, calcium, manganese, phosphorus, zinc and magnesium. The two supplements that we have in the Forever range containing these ingredients are, first of all, our mineral supplement, the Naturemin, which includes copper, iodine, magnesium and potassium, and then the Forever Calcium. This also has, alongside the calcium, vitamin D. Blood is a bodily fluid, and it's really important because it is going to carry important oxygen and nutrients all around to our 46 trillion cells. The following vitamins and minerals relate to the blood. First of all, vitamins B2, B6 and B12 contribute to normal red blood cells, and it's the red blood cells that are going to carry oxygen around the body. Alpha-linolenic acid contributes to the maintenance of normal blood cholesterol levels. Folate contributes to normal blood formation. Calcium alongside vitamin K contribute to normal blood clotting. Chromium to the maintenance of normal blood glucose levels. And finally, DHA and EPA plus potassium contribute to the maintenance of normal blood pressure. The supplements that we have in the range, first of all, we have our Forever Arctic Sea with those omega-3 fatty acids, DHA and EPA. Then we have our B12 Plus, which is a food supplement that contains the folate as well as the B12. And then a supplement that contains chromium. We have two, the Forever Garcinia Plus and the Forever Lean. Every single day, our body is actually under attack, and this is oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is caused by free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage our body's cells and tissues. They can actually cause us to rust from the inside out. They are normal byproducts of cellular metabolism and are a result of exposure to things like pollution, too much sunlight, smoking, drinking too much alcohol, as well as eating a poor diet. And finally, they can also be a result of excessive exercise. The following contribute to the protection of our cells from oxidative stress: vitamin B2, vitamin C and E, copper, manganese, selenium and zinc. Also, the polyphenols found in olive oil will contribute to the protection of blood lipids from oxidative stress. Antioxidants. We actually have antioxidants within our body, and we actually create those naturally. However, the lifestyle we choose can put strain and stress on our body. So it's important to top up those vital antioxidants by choosing them in our diet. Nature has made it very easy for us to identify the foods that contain these antioxidants. In fact, I like to say they're colour-coded. Eat a rainbow of colour. Some of those colours are reds and blues, yellows, oranges, as well as green. So the more colour you can put on your plate, the happier and healthier your body is going to be. Let's have a look at the ACE of antioxidants. First of all, vitamin A is also known as beta carotene. Now, beta carotene is the vitamin A that comes from our fruits and vegetables. A whole list of them there. Vitamin C from berries, as well as even your broccoli and your Brussels sprouts, and vitamin E from things like mangoes and papaya, nuts. We also have minerals which are known to be antioxidants, and zinc is a very powerful mineral. The Forever supplements that contain these ingredients, first of all, the Forever Eye Vision. This is a fantastic supplement that has been specifically designed for your eye health, containing vitamins A, C and E and zinc, with the addition of marigold, lutein and zeaxanthin. Lutein and zeaxanthin are actually found within your eyes, and also on top of that, a little bit of bilberry. The RG Plus contains the L-arginine, alongside a vitamin complex, which includes vitamin C, and all of those wonderful dark-skinned berries, such as blueberries, blackcurrants, and pomegranates. And then we have our Forever Arctic Sea, containing those wonderful fatty acids, EPA and DHA, plus olive oil. When it's the holiday season, there's nothing better than getting out and about and enjoying the outdoor life. But we know that when we're in the sun, the UVAs and the UVBs, they can cause free radical damage. So we really need to protect our body and protect our skin. The other thing is, when we go on holiday, we may get a little bit excited and start to enjoy things a little bit more, overindulgent, so we need to look after our body as well. And if we're traveling abroad, then it's a really good idea to think about your immune health, just because of the change in diet and water and environment. Vitamin C, D and zinc contribute to the normal function of the immune system. Vitamin C, E and zinc also contribute to the protection of our cells from oxidative stress. And finally, B5, B6 and B12 plus vitamin C contribute to the reduction of tiredness and fatigue. If you are travelling abroad or even just travelling away, staying at home in a staycation for a week or even a weekend, sometimes we don't want to put lots of things into our bags and suitcases. These are 3 of my favourite supplements that are easy to pack and travel with. First of all, our Forever Daily. That's a combination of 55 perfectly balanced aloe-coated nutrients. They're coated with something called aloe oligosaccharides, including vitamin A, C, D, B12, iron, calcium and molybdenum. Then we have our Forever Active Pro B. It's an easy to swallow capsule. And then our Forever Super Greens, because while you're on the go, you can still be getting a sachet full of fruits and vegetables, aloe vera, and it is high in vitamin C, E, as well as magnesium.
Hi, my name is Adam Wade and I manage the Quality Control Laboratory for Forever Nutraceutical. Every raw material that comes into this facility comes into the Quality Control Laboratory. There's microbiological testing, it's tested for safety, there's assays on the active ingredients to ensure that all our materials and our products are exactly what is expected from the distributor and customers. Whatever it says on the label is exactly what you're getting. We go well beyond what's required just to make sure it is the best, the safest, what we want the consumers to have as a product. I love what I do. Everyone works together. We all have the same goal, is to get a great product out there.
You have now completed the Aloe and Seasonal Supplements Online Module 1. Module 2, Module 3. It's time to test your knowledge and recap what you have learnt. So go and enjoy the quiz and test your knowledge.